What up, YouTube? I want to talk a little bit about my situation I got going on right now. So, I'm still on that 1,600-mile load from Northern California to mid-Texas. I am in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and I have been on the road straight for 328 miles, so I was due for a break. And So I just parked in the fuel island, came inside, used the facilities, and grabbed a bite to eat, got back to my truck. Every time I stop, I find that it's really important to go ahead and just do a once over, make sure nobody fucked with your truck, because it happens. Hello, somebody slashed my airlines just not long ago. So I always do that. Uh, it looked like business as usual. I got inside my truck. I'm a nerd. I do air brake tests probably 2 or 3 times a day. Is it necessary? I don't know. Is your keep continuing to live your life necessary? That's how I personally see it. So go to do my air brake test, and when I release my I pushed in the red knob, my trailer supply, air supply. I released that, and I kept hearing this sound, air coming out of from the knob. I was like, well, what the hell? That's not supposed to do that. So I pulled it back out. I go outside. Now, just so you know, I am quite aware, as somebody who's had an actual air leak because somebody slashed my lines, I know that I wouldn't have heard anything. I feel like if you don't get really technical on here, people are just like, nitpick, nitpick, nitpick. It's so stupid. But anyways, I go outside to check out the situation. Then I hop in the truck. I go ahead and release my air brakes. Now I'm expecting to hear some shit. Walking up and down the trailer, don't hear anything. So I get a flashlight, I go up underneath the trailer. I don't see anything. Everything looks properly secure and fastened. Nothing's broken, loose, or missing that I can see. There's no bulges, frays, abrasions. There's nothing leaking. So I go, that's all the weird shit verbiage you use whenever you're doing your pre-trip. Technically, whenever you're testing, you don't be like out here every morning going, oh, this is properly secured and fastened, not broken, loose, or missing. These are just words that you have to say whenever you're being tested to get your CDL. But my nerdy ass is going through all of the different things as if I'm being tested because my life is in this truck. So I need to make sure that everything's working functionally and properly the way it's supposed to be. I can't find anything wrong. I have no idea what's causing the leak. But luckily, and this is going to sound like a fat person problem, but it saved my life. So out here, I cook on the truck because, one, it's way too fucking expensive to buy food all the time. And two, when I was with the mentors, I got so fucking sick of Subway, I can't even stand the smell of Subway anymore. It's just so gross. So, I make my own. If I want a sandwich, I make it myself. It's very rare that I buy food at a truck stop anymore. But when you come across a truck stop that has something that you haven't seen that kind of reminds you of home, um, you tend to pull over there. Pizza Hut is the reason that I pulled over here. I could have kept going. I still had time. My bladder wasn't as full as it could be. Like I said, I've been out here for a while now, and my bladder is used to just holding it until I'm ready to go. So I could have kept going, but I pulled over because I saw fucking Pizza Hut, and I was like, I get out of the personal pan pizza, I can only eat one slice. So I was like, cool, I have food for the rest of the night. This is awesome. It's only 11:32 here. So that's perfect for me. I pay $6 and I have food for all day long. Because I chose to come here to get that damn pizza and might as well use the facilities while I'm here. I don't know if it happened while I was parked at the fuel island. It's not busy here, and the fuel lanes, half of them are under construction. It's like I said, it's 11:30 in the morning. There's like maybe 10 trucks at the truck stop parked total. So it's not like there's a mad line of people trying to get fuel from this place, but I won't know until both of the technicians are out doing road calls. Well, they're done. They're on their way back from wherever the fuck they are. So I got to wait for the technician to get here to tell me exactly what's wrong, and then I will update y'all. But if it hadn't have been for that fucking Pizza Hut sign, this could have turned out to be really fucking bad. And like I said, this morning when I did my pre-trip, that wasn't going on. And I mean, all you do is stare at your fucking gauges all day long. You stare at your gauges, you stare at your mirrors and your windshield all day. That's how you drive. No loss of pressure, no weird hissing sounds, like no problem stopping the trailer. Like none of that has gone on. And I've come from Arizona all the way. Now I'm in New Mexico, not very far from Texas. Up and down these mountains all morning. I've been on the road since 5:30 this morning. Well, really, I got on the road about 6. Nothing. So, freaky thing that happened. Like I said, I will update y'all when I find out exactly what's going on. It could be something as stupid as a fitting, something came loose. You never know. But it happens. And if you're not checking your truck on a regular basis, like my truck is brand new. Y'all saw the video. It had 12 miles on it when I got in here. It's been in the shop at least once a week. Always different things and not manufacturer problems. This is shit people are doing to the truck. The axle seal leak out of the back end of the axles. It was in between. Yeah, that was a manufacturing problem. They said it probably happened in shipping, but whether you have a brand new truck or you have an old one that's about to kick the bucket, it doesn't matter. This machine, this piece of equipment carries this. This is your life. And ultimately, the most important destination of all time is not where the dog food in the trailer is going. I could give 2 fucks about that damn dog food. My ultimate destination is always home. I am the precious cargo trying to be reunited with my other precious cargo back in Texas. So, is it annoying? I don't find it to be annoying. To make sure that my life is safe, I don't find that annoying. But I've seen comments on here where they're like, oh, you just need to do a complete pre-trip in the morning and then you do a complete post-trip in the evening. And if you would have done that, then you would have seen your axle seal leak. Bitch, I'm short, okay? I am short. I am 5'3" with my chanclas on. So, you show me a short motherfucker that can get in between the tires and get in there and they can see everything. And the guy who commented, I'm not going to comment on what he looks like in his profile picture, but please believe his ass was not going to fit in there to see. You're not going to be able to see everything. Okay? You're just not. I don't give a fuck what these other stupid super truckers want to say. Where that leak was, the damn mechanic had to take my fucking wheels off to even see where the leak was coming from. So, there's that. So, I tell you what I go through. This is my life. This is my journey. No one else's. It is important to me and should be important to you as drivers. Check your equipment, man. Especially especially if you're driving for fucking Swift. I can't speak on the other companies. Like, a lot of people talk shit about CR England. A lot of people talk shit about a lot of companies. I don't know if people purposely try to kill them like they do with Swift. But any of you weird ass truck drivers that may be watching this video who think that us rookie drivers are just pieces of shit and try to run us off the road, these things that y'all are doing, these are not pranks. These are attempts on our lives. And yeah, you may think, oh, she's just a girl, she's being extra. No, bitch, this is real life. Slashing my fucking air hoses, like, for one, if you thought that I didn't pre-trip or post-trip, that's just fucking stupid. Second, it's an air hose. I was gonna hear it eventually. So, I need to remind myself somehow. I'm gonna put a post-it up here. When you go on YouTube, push do not disturb. I have a GPS tracking thing that my whole family is on. My mom sees that my dot has stopped moving, and she knows that I've only been driving for a few hours, so she calling. Probably thinks I'm dead. But anyways, pulling fifth wheel releases and watching people take off, should they be paying attention to that kind of stuff? I still do my tuck test, but not everybody does. But the fact that we have to be on such heightened alert and checking for the most random shit, loose lug nuts on tires, so tires are flying off of the trucks, like, and then you get on people's channels and say, oh, well, if you would have done this, well, maybe if you just, I don't know, were a better human being, you wouldn't be trying to kill people. And I don't know who gives these people authority to be judge, jury, and executioners, but God is the only person that can judge me, and he doesn't. So, take your comments, shove them up your backside, and leave the trucks alone. Not just Swift, leave all trucks alone. I don't know why this is a thing. Oh, I'm going to go fuck with them, see what happens to them. And then you record it, and then you put it on YouTube saying, look at this dumb motherfucker. No. Take a look in the mirror, buddy. This shit is annoying. And if I find out that I was here for like 7.2 minutes and somebody tampered with my trailer airlines, like, it's about to go down. This is annoying, okay? I get paid whether I'm sitting here in truck status or if I'm rolling, so you're not hurting me. You're just preventing the retailer from getting their fucking dog food. But more importantly, had I not pulled over because I saw a Pizza Hut sign, this could have been a tragic accident on the highway. And then what? You gonna put me on Swift failed videos? I hope you sleep really fucking well at night. Honestly, I'm not a rude person. I'm a smartass, yes. I don't take shit off of nobody, ever. I was raised to be a very different individual, as many of y'all have come to find out. But when you do stuff like this, and this, like I said, I don't know that anybody messed with the trailer airlines. I don't know that. I'm just saying, if it comes to be that that's what happened, I'm going to be on the hunt for somebody. And I don't give a fuck. You have to stop endangering people's lives. It could be something, like I said, something could have come loose. There are really shitty roads around here. Like, it could be anything. But it just is one of those topics. My kids worry for me being out here, and they pull up these YouTube videos and they send them to me, and I watch them, and like, they're watching this shit and they're like, Mom, people really do, fuck with people's trucks on purpose. So it's a thing. Like, don't do it. Karma is real. And I don't wish death or injury or anything bad on anybody, but you keep doing these kinds of things, you're going to get what's coming to you. Like, you need to think about that shit. There's always a balance. There's always a balance. And if all you're putting out there is bad, well, that's going to come back to you. It has to. So, I'm going to sit here in this bay and wait for these technicians to come, and I will update y'all later on tonight about what the situation is. And in the meantime, I mean, while I'm sitting here, I may as well go inside and take a shower and get cleaned up. May as well make the best of my time. But these are just things that happen, just shit that happens. But I just wanted to check in with y'all and let y'all know it is very, very, very important. Even if you're just stopping to wash your windshield, take a piss, take a shit, do whatever the hell you got to do. If you leave your truck for any amount of time where it is out of your view, check it. Like I said, I wasn't even in there. I say 7.2. I'm just being goofy. I mean, I literally went in there. The pizza was already made. The guy just handed it to me. I went to the restroom and I came out. I wasn't gone maybe 5 minutes. My truck was fine until it wasn't. So, air brake test. Like I said, I do it anytime I walk away from my truck. If I get out of my truck and come back, I do the tuck test. I do the air brake test. And so far, thank you, Jesus, and thank you to my daddy who sits right here on my neck, I haven't been on the side of the road. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I'm so paranoid about people fucking with my truck or just normal shit going wrong, especially when you're dealing with all the different climates and elements that we deal with. I have luckily caught all of this stuff where I was able to have it fixed right there. I didn't have to drive somewhere else and I wasn't on the side of the highway. So just get in the habit of checking your equipment. That's all I can stress. And you're not always going to know what you're looking for. You can always do the basic stuff, but there's always going to be some random shit that you've never heard of that'll happen to you. Make a mental note of it so that it doesn't happen again. That is my public service announcement and update for right now. Um, Thank you all for your love and support. The channel is continuing to grow, which is just fucking crazy to me, but I'm grateful all the same. So, keep bringing the questions. That's another. I'm going to do that before I go take a shower. I'm going to answer everybody's questions, get caught up on that. And I'll be back later on tonight to let y'all know what's really going on with my truck. All right. Bye.